So it is early September. We're only about 3 or 4 weeks out from bow season opening up. I'm getting pretty excited. I've been going through my GoPros and stuff, getting SD cards cleared out and all that good stuff. And I came across a hard drive full of old hunting video stuff I had filmed years ago, like on a Handycam mini DV, old school camcorder. And I have them saved, and like I said, it was before I got set up somewhat decent to film my hunts, and I didn't really have a system. Most of these just got recorded over the computer, and I never did anything with them. So I decided to throw them all together in just one video, just old hunting footage videos, bow hunting, some turkey hunting, Rachel hunting, some hunt recaps, just stuff to save that necessarily didn't make a full hunting video. The footage originally starts in like early 2000s. I used to travel up with a guy, and he would pay me to film his hunts, and he shot a pretty big Kansas buck one year. But the footage gets better, the quality gets better the further you'll get into this video, just because, I mean, some of this stuff when I was recording at 720 was was HD considered. So anyway, hope y'all enjoy them. That's pretty much all this video is. So it kind of starts off with Kansas, like I said, mid 2000s, and my buddy's shooting a pretty good buck.
You just smoked a freaking Kansas monster, baby. Oh my gosh, that fast, dude.
Oh my gosh. Hey, brother.
Dude.
Brother.
Oh.
That's the 12 point from the other day.
The other day. Oh, dude. Come back over here. Corbin, this was the last blood. The deer is right there.
Oh my god. Thank you, Lord. Look at that, Jesse.
What you say?
I don't know what to say.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta take a picture like that, Jesse. How you ended up.
There he is, guys. My biggest bow buck.
Here's some footage of a buck that we filmed in Kansas. The footage doesn't really do justice to the buck. He was absolutely incredible. I think we counted over 18 or 19 scoreable points on him. This deer was well into Boone and Crockett, and over. Like I said, the footage just doesn't quite show how big he was, but he was an absolute amazing buck. Here's some footage of Brian, my cousin and best hunting partner, when we were in high school. We had permission to hunt a little piece of property, and this is where he got his first archery buck.
He's a little excited. Brian, what'd you do? Is this your first bow buck?
Yeah.
How far was it?
Oh, that's great. Alright, I'm going down.
Got a bunch on that leaf right through there. You can go around through this way. Yeah, he's starting to pump now. We found Brian's first bow buck. Weird little buck. In our county you can shoot one that's unbranched, and he's like all kind of weird in here.
So right after high school, I was able to lease a piece of property, and that's really the last time I had private land to hunt before I started hunting public. This piece of property was really good. It's actually where Rachel shot her first deer and hog at. I shot a good buck opening morning on bow season, and then had an encounter with this buck. And though I couldn't shoot him, it was definitely cool to see him and have him right underneath me. Here's just some random footage from that piece of property. It was some really good bow hunting, all natural, wasn't baiting or anything, and deer just naturally moved through it. After these clips, you'll see Rachel take a nice hog on this property. It is November 4th. Friday night, and we are headed up to the lease, stay the night and hunt in the morning. Been having some great hunts up there. I know my last video I talked to y'all about kind of what happened. I was able to lease a new piece of property right as soon as the season started, and man, it's been nothing but awesome. First weekend I shot a good buck with my bow. Next weekend saw a bunch of deer, had a lot of rut action, caught up a few bucks, saw a great buck that really made me second guess myself. I think I can get my girlfriend Rachel on him, so we're gonna see what happens. Hunting with Rachel is always an adventure. I think 90% of the reason she goes is just to spend time with me, and I definitely enjoy it, and really enjoy it when I get to watch her be successful at it.
Well, it's about 5:10.
Right. Right.
Did I get him?
Got him. Good shot. Good shot.
Did I get him?
Yeah. What'd you just do?
I just shot off.
Good job, man. Come in right there, Rachel. Tell me about it.
Well, we were just sitting there, almost ready to go. Look over. Jesse's like, oh, there's some hogs. So I get the gun. I'm not in the right position. I have to reposition the gun. As soon as I reposition, I'm on his shoulder. I shoot.
All right, everybody. So as mentioned, right after high school, I lost access to any private land. So immediately jumped into hunting public land and also added a traditional bow to the mix, which definitely brought its challenges. But I really learned more in those first few years than I had in my entire life hunting. This is the first setup I had for staying overnight and hunting hard through the weekend.
So anyway, it's my truck, 05 Silverado, and most of the time I'm hunting by myself, so it gives myself perfect amount of room to be able to manage. Inside the truck, I'm driving, normally goes that hunting box right there. That's got all my gear in it, from my bag to my clothes, just anything I might need. There's my Lone Wolf Attack with 4 sticks. That's my preferred method for climbing so far on public land. Got my lacrosse boots. You see I got an ice chest back here, obviously, drinks, food, and if I were to kill a deer, to be able to keep it iced down until I get back home. Keep that little Reinhardt ball target in my truck when I travel. Just lets me get some shots in between hunts. And just enjoy it. It's easy to transport. Obviously, I keep it chained up. Got a padlock on there. It's not that expensive of an ice chest, so it's not a huge deal if it gets stolen, but maybe it would deter somebody. Here's my longbow. The clothes that I'm about to put on as I get out there. I carry in a fanny pack. Allows me to keep my weight off my back and put some on my waist while I'm carrying my stand-in. So that's got everything I need in it. And then what I stay in, I ordered on Amazon a truck air mattress. So you see it's got this smaller bladder down here that fills up and then sits all the way across the back of my truck. And it's a really comfortable air mattress. Gives me a good night's sleep. Got this little battery-powered fan that I'll put on me while I sleep. And then over here at night, I'll roll down my window, and you can see, if you can see it, I cut out some bug screen, just some camo mesh, and fit it to my window. That way I can roll my window down and shut my doors. Bugs can't get in, but the cool weather can. So obviously, as it gets colder, then I won't have that installed. I just have my windows up. Then up front is just my camp bag. Just has different stuff I'll use: towels, wet wipes, cookware, just anything I might need. There's a lantern I use to just light up the back of the truck or my area while I'm getting changed or just hanging around camp. Just a couple other little bags and stuff. But for one person, it's a great setup. Able to get a good night's sleep and able to hunt hard the next day. So that's it.
So as I mentioned, when I started hunting public, I also started traditional bow hunting, and there was definitely some trial and error there. It took me 3 years to kill an animal with a traditional bow. Now, that's not to be confused with getting a shot off. Anybody that's struggling, thinking it's too hard, stick with it. I literally missed over a dozen animals my first few years hunting. The footage you're about to see is in one season. I think I missed like 6. Just stick to it. Get some good coaching. That's what helped me. I started shooting with a guy that really helped me more than a YouTube video could, and it's worth the effort. But here's a little compilation of some unfortunate shots. This one still stings. This is actually a really nice buck, which you'll see in some footage after this. That I missed, but I did hit a limb, a branch on this one that deflected my arrow. But it was a real nice public land buck. Here he is looking back at me, trying to figure out what the heck happened. Man, that one stings. Here's a special hunt. I had a really rough season that year. Missed numerous deer with my bow. And Thanksgiving week, doe season opened up. So I grabbed my gun and was going to go kind of still hunt. And I don't know, decided to sit on the side of this hill and ended up having a pretty great morning. Got to watch deer rut and ended up taking a spike.
Just filled a tag on this spike right here. We're allowed to shoot those in this county on public land. That's where I'm at. And I just had a beautiful morning. Saw a bunch of does, had a good 2-year-old buck chasing the doe, and then saw another good buck that was out of range. And just a gorgeous morning. And I was sitting up on top of this hill. I actually didn't plan on hunting there. But as I was walking in, Lord just told me to sit there, and I'm glad I did, and saw a lot of deer. And then this guy came out, and he stayed on the trail that the doe was on earlier, and he got to about 80 yards or so, and squeezed a shot off on him, and he maybe ran 20, 30 yards, I don't know. But thankful for him. Thank the Lord for him. Public land.
This was an interesting little experience. I was taking a midday nap while scouting, and had some visitors come check me out.
Right there, right there, right there.
I have no idea if I hit it. I was shooting through some thick crap.
Jack,
Oh gosh. What?
how many deer did you see tonight? Brian, how many deer did you see?
Saw 2.
Jack, what are we eating tonight?
Weenies and steaks.
Those are bratwursts, not weenies. Respect the sausage.
Another heartbreaker. To this day, I don't know what happened on this buck. I guess he saw me drawing. This would have been a 27-yard shot with a compound. Gotta love traditional bow hunting. Nice buck. So as I was struggling the first few years hunting public and missing a lot of deer with my traditional bow, Brian was right there beside me, but he was stacking them up. He put a lot of animals on the ground those first few years. I was super proud of him. Here's a couple recaps of successful hunts he had.
Brian shot him a doe this morning, about 8 o'clock. Made a good shot on her. It's his first public land deer. She didn't go far. But Brian, tell us about it. How did it happen?
Well, I had 5 or 6 does come from that direction. They worked towards me and got behind me. I'm in an old blackjack oak. They came behind me, were feeding on acorns. And then I thought they had slipped by me, but there was a shooting lane I didn't realize I had. So they came back out, and I ranged her at 27 yards. I drew back and I anchored right on the bottom of her belly, and I spine shot her right there. Had a follow-up shot, but other than that, it worked out great.
Got it done. So Brian, tell us about it.
I set up in I think it was pecan tree, I'm not really sure. And we was on a creek, and there's a big ridge behind me. And I was sitting facing the creek, and I heard something jump down off the ridge behind me. And I look up, and he's looking towards the creek. And I thought he was coming 3 yards in front of my tree. I thought I was gonna have to shoot him at 3 yards. But he saw the sticks on my tree, and he looked up, and he stood there for a long time. So he turned back around and came back behind me, and he was feeding on acorns and stuff on the ground. And I thought he was going to come to a shooting lane, so I drew back, but he didn't. So I stood there drawing for a long time. And then he took one more step, and I found a hole I could shoot through. And I put it right on his elbow and smoked him. It came out right there.
Good job, bro.
All right. Last day, last 20 minutes of doe season here on public land in North Texas, and got it done. She came in, field behind me, down the fence line, jumped the fence, gave me a perfect 10-yard shot. Probably the biggest doe I've ever killed. Probably went 70, 80 yards. Great blood trail, double lung. It was a good hunt. Had a buck rubbing on a tree real hard about 20 minutes before. He skirted me, didn't give me a good shot, but I got it done on her. So
What's the date?
November 2nd.
Cool. Let's get her cleaned up. Alright, it's 10:19. We're on public land, North Texas. Brian smacked him a pig tonight. Tell us about it.
Came in here after school. It's Friday. Got set up around 5 in a little patch of oaks. Lots of deer sun in there. About 30 minutes later, about 20 pigs come running in. This one gave me the first shot. Hit a little back, but hit an artery. He ran about 40 yards, piled up. So, nice eater.
There you go. We'll clean him up, and probably got about a 30-minute walk out of here, 20-minute walk. Let's go.
So I don't do too much turkey hunting these days. I'd rather be fishing, but when my grandfather was still alive, I went with him often, and it was his favorite hunting. This is the last longbeard I ever shot with him. It's a good memory.
You can't do that and make sure you get
You made you made me wait too long. Papa, how many turkeys have we killed together? In these 2 stools.
Here's Rachel again. Now she enjoys turkey hunting and she's pretty good at it. She's killed some beautiful birds. She's got a good caller too.
Sit tight. Alright, kill him when you're ready. Yes! Baby, yes!
So that's just some old footage. Hope y'all enjoyed that. There's some other stuff, but it would just take too long to edit, and stuff that's still on old cassette mini DVs that I need to transfer over. But looking forward to this season. I'm gonna drop some old pictures on here just to have them on something. Check them out. But hoping everybody has a good deer season, and hoping I get to film some more adventures this year.